or whatever. And then during the workshop on the day of the arrival, the day people arrive, this is if there's a one-day rental. So somebody, grouped 3 people in your photo blinds for just one day. They arrive at 6 o'clock in the morning at your gate, and you let them in. Give them a cup of coffee, give them something to eat, and get them in the photo blind. These people have one day. Get them in that photo blind immediately. Chit-chat, visit afterwards, or visit at lunch, but don't sit there and ask them to sit around the table and chit-chat with you. Get them in those photo blinds as soon as possible, and you're going to get them really, really happy if you can get them in there. Start immediately. Get them in there. Tell them what to do about water and bathroom breaks and food. A lot of times in the photo blinds, you'll drop people off right at sunrise. So 7:30, you'll come back and you'll pick them back up about 10 o'clock. You'll move them to another photo blind, or else take them back to the house, give them a little bit of water, let them do the restroom if they need to. It's interesting, a lot of women can't pee outside, which I just find amazing, but a lot of people don't go behind the bushes. And so tell them whether they can go behind the bushes or whether you'll pick them up and take them someplace, because it just helps people out a little bit. If it's a longer stay, let them arrive the evening before. Give them some sort of dinner, give them a tour of the ranch, let them ride around, see it, and then the next morning we start shooting. So if it's a longer visit, get to know people, give them orientation into the policies and stuff, and then once again cover that water, bathrooms, and food, because the more people know about that is better. Also, litter. What do they do with litter? Where do they put it? Many of the photo blinds will have a can or a bag in there that the ranch owner will take out, or they'll ask the participants to take out with them. There's a thing called NAMPA Field Practices. This is the North American Nature Photography Association. I was president several years ago. I was on the board of directors for 6 years. And we have what are called NAMPA Field Practices. These are ethical field practices. These are the way that you treat people when you're a nature photographer out in the field. Download that and say that you all comply with NAMPA Field Practices. There's nothing in there you won't like. It just says that we're polite to each other. And then make sure people know about closing gates and pins and doors. A lot of folks don't know that. The old ranch thing, if the gate's open, leave it open. If it's closed, leave it closed. It's amazing how many city people don't know that. And so be sure that they know about gates opened and that type of thing. Just stuff that they need to know. Personal maintenance for you as a landowner when you've got a group coming to your property. Secure the home front. Make sure everything's okay on the home front so that you can devote your time to that group. Be confident. We never, ever let them see us sweat. That's all there is to it. Everything's fine. Everything's okay. We got everything under control, even if it's falling apart behind the scenes. Make sure you get rest, relax, take a deep breath, have fun. These can turn out to be some really, really interesting people and some fun people to be around. You'll hear some neat stories, and you'll get some time. You drink in moderation, and then make sure also that you take some time to recharge. And by all means, leave the people alone. Photography is a solitary sport. We like being in a blind with 1 or 2 people, but the ideal photo blind to me, if I have 1 or 2 or even 8 people in a photo blind, the ideal blind is quiet and it's undisturbed. You don't know how many times I've been sitting in a blind and you're waiting for this bird to come in and you can hear it all the way around, and you're just hoping nobody drives down that road in a pickup truck, or you're just hoping that ranch owner doesn't come to see you. And so you leave people alone. You don't know if that coyote's waiting in the brush and he's trying to come out into the water hole and the photographer's been sitting still for a long time. Just leave them alone. Let them stay out in that blind. And it's okay. They'll do fine. For time management, I'll let you all read this real fast because I'm running out of time. But give people time to go to the bathroom in the morning. Give people a little bit of time before dinner where they can come in and start downloading their photographs. If nap time is arranged, I like nap time, especially during the heat of the day. We can't photograph during the heat of the day. The light's too bright. Let people have nap time and lunchtime if they want. Tell people what today's schedule is. Tell people what tomorrow's schedule is. Constantly keep people informed of what the schedule is. Never discuss politics, religion, because that just gets everything going. Tell off-color jokes, make sexual remarks. Don't ever gossip about a participant. If another person comes up and says, "Oh, that lady from New York is driving me crazy," don't say anything. Okay? The more we gossip, the more we divide the group. The group doesn't need to be divided. It's only for a short period of time. Allow the group to gossip. Don't let people divide up into groups, into different areas. Don't pry into personal lives. People will tell you what they want to tell you. Don't give people any medication or encourage people to take any medication. If they want to take medication, If they want, y'all just took that in totally the wrong way, didn't you? Okay. If they want to take medication, they will, but don't ever just force people to take medication. Don't mother people too much, and then also don't leave the group for a long period of time, because it might be that the group leader doesn't know what's going on. They don't know what they're supposed to do next. That type of thing. Make sure they're not leaving the group for very long. You're going to have personalities in every group, just like you do in any group that's around. Just think about that. And avoid people that are trying to monopolize your time, like the neediest or the greediest or the most wealthy or the most unprepared or the most whatever. It's weird. But general peace and harmony, these groups really bond. They really form cohesive groups, and people remember these groups for the rest of their lives. They have a lot of fun with it. So do what you can to help that group bond. Rotate seats at dinner so people talk to each other, so spouses move away from each other and talk to other people in the group. And serve alcohol in moderation. We're not there to just absolutely get completely snockered, so it's nice just to leave it. And then realize, too, with these participants, a lot of these folks rarely ever get a chance to shoot at home. This experience of going out to the ranch is their opportunity to shoot and to use their camera. At home, they've got the kids and the wife and the families and the lawn to be mowed and that type of stuff. This is their experience. Let them have it. And, this is their vacation. And so just be aware that many people just arrive and they want you to take care of everything from there on, because this is really the only time that they get to leave home and take away from home. Quickly, just after the trip, it's nice to have a gallery where people can upload photographs. I have a Smug Mug gallery where all my participants can upload photographs. Ask people to send you a copy of their best work and highlight it in a visitor's gallery on your website so that people can see, and put a link to everybody else's website. Address sharing, send people surveys, ask them what they think, and then remember what happened in South Texas stays in South Texas, okay? Because many times we have really good fun. And so I'm going to flip through this one real quick. Medical considerations, be sure of that. Just make sure that you've got somebody on property that has a first aid kit just in case anything ever happens. And just remember that these folks are here to have fun. They're here to enjoy your property. This is going to be the lifetime experience for them of going behind these ranch gates that they've only seen from the highway before. They've never seen ranch life. Little things like a newborn chick can give them immense pleasure and immense happiness. They're very serious, but at the same time, they're really, really nice people. So I hope that your operation is success, and I hope that you enjoy it. And then, by all means, if you've ever got any questions, feel free to ask. Okay? Thanks.